Happy New Year's, homies. That's right. We've made it to the end of the year. We've had a beautiful, 3 months with, has it been 3 months or been 4? 4 months. It's been 4 months with Sulfur. It's been awesome. I still can't wait to see what they do next, but now we got to celebrate. We got to celebrate a quarter of a year with them, and a whole year of our lives has been spent. So what we're going to do is we're going to play a little bit of Sulfur, but we're going to do it the New Year's style. I feel like I have the most fun making holiday videos. We did it with Christmas, Thanksgiving. Now we're doing it with New Year's. I don't know. It's fun to just look through the bunch of loot and come up with a crazy idea. Obviously, we're going to bring the grenade launcher. You remember this thing. That thing's a lot of fun. But I wanted to make a flare gun. I really tried to make one, but it was, for lack of a better word, limp. It's just really hard to turn this nut into anything useful. Other than the pocket rocket, of course, which... Limp pocket rocket. I'm not going to go any further into that. But what I did instead was I made a firework gun. Now, when we use it outside, it kind of looks like a firework gun. I wish I could make them explode at the end, but they just kind of trail off into nowhere. But when we use it inside, it's pretty nuts. It's pretty crazy. I actually think this is going to be a really fun gun. What we did was we put a 12-gauge chisel on it. Also, explosion, tandem, bombard, pool, and long shot. So it's pretty crazy. Also, if you look at our inventory, let me turn this thing off. Goodbye. If you look at our inventory, we've got mulled wine, stout, and liquor because, most people are going to be drinking during New Year's Eve. And then also some water. Don't forget to hydrate. It can be very dangerous. Lots of people lose their lives from alcohol consumption. It's not even a joke. But we also put a beer helmet on. That part is a joke. But what we're going to do is we're going to play through the game. We're going to enjoy each other's company. Like I said, it's the end of the year. We got lots we could talk about. What we want to see next year from the gang in Sulfur. What we want. Also, we'll probably bring either the pocket rocket or the Bronco on the way back. Obviously, we're not going to find a whole lot of this until dungeon. So refilling our inventory is going to be the real challenge of this run. It's not really a challenging run. It's just more of a fun. It's a fun run. It's a 12K fun run. 12K fun run sounds brutal more than anything, doesn't it? It's an interesting year for me. So, how did you live? That's crazy. You're insane. You're cracked. I don't like the prep work to pull this thing out at all. But no wall is safe. Hey, bitch. That's right. He forgot about my beer helmet. Oh, this thing is a fucking monster. So, this year's definitely weird for me. I've been through one firework-based holiday with my baby, and that was 4th of July, and I hated that. I hated it, honestly. I've never liked residential fireworks. I think they're incredibly rude. And I know this is... I don't know, actually. I don't know if it's a hot-button topic. Do most people get down with that? With ruining sleep for babies, people with PTSD, and dogs? I don't know. To me, it's like... I'm in Arizona, right? Dude, they just blow up into a million pieces. I'm in Arizona, and for some reason... This is like the firework hotspot of the world. Jesus, man. This thing is more dangerous to me than it is to them. Well, no, that's not true. They're done for. I'm in Phoenix, right? And it's a dry state. So every time you launch a firework into the sky and it comes back down, you're liable to start a fire and then kill land and people and animals. And it's like people just don't care. They're too drunk to give a fuck. Damn, the firework gun puts the grenade launcher to shame, doesn't it? If you haven't seen the grenade launcher video, go watch that. It's a fun one. This thing is a beast, but the firework gun might be beastlier. But no, I don't know. I hate it, man. It kept my baby up all 4th of July. It's going to keep him up tonight. He would wake up scared and crying, and it's just like, ah, man, why do you want to scare my baby? There's designated places for free for you to go watch fireworks, and then you buy illegal fireworks, launch them up illegally. I mean, they're totally illegal in Arizona. Anything that goes into the air is completely illegal because of all the fires that get started every year. But these drunk bastards, they don't listen. And it's just like, ah, man. Not only is it bad for my kid, but I can't imagine someone with PTSD. I actually read a Reddit post around 4th of July because I was curious, what do PTSD, individuals do during this time of the year? Because, I mean, you can't just vibrate at home, right? It's going to be hell on earth. I saw people saying they go to the fucking forest and shit. They get cabins. Oh, this is gonna kill all of them. This is a game breaker right here. This is making it so buggy. So much blood, dude. Should have called this thing the blood gun. It's just I mean, it's really tanking performance, to be honest, to like the next level. It's making me wish that this game had graphics settings. It doesn't, to my knowledge. You can't really like change the graphics. I checked when I first got it. I haven't checked since. I don't know if they added anything or if I just missed it when I first got the game. Because I always nerf the graphics. You know, in indie games, optimization performance is always an afterthought. It was with this game too. It's just how it is with every game. They just want to release their game. They're excited. They'll get around to it as long as it's playable. And I would argue that this game has always been playable. There's some people that left reviews when it first came out saying it was unplayable. I don't think that's true. At some point, sometimes you have to take accountability for the system you have and be like, maybe my system just sucks balls. I think people have a hard time doing that. But it was not optimized. At no point was it ever unplayable, though. On the recommended settings, you've always been able to enjoy this game with some lag here and there. Although I've heard on Steam Deck, churning around has some weird issues that are still present. That I can't speak on, and that's valid. Is it unplayable? Probably not. People were still, you know, they'd log their reviews. It'd be like, it's 150 hours. This game sucks. It's completely unplayable. Okay. You just sat at the main menu, huh? I seriously doubt that. The ones I actually value their opinions are the ones that are like, it can be unplayable, and there are moments where it's so harsh that I hate to see it, like hurts my eyes and shit, but I still enjoy it for what it is, and I still play it. That's the ones that I'm like, okay, this is a legitimate complaint. There's some people in the community, some homies that have said that, and I'm like, I'm listening. I know Beats has mentioned that he plays on the Steam Deck and he has that issue, so, and I know he's not saying it as an added, because like sometimes with those, it's like an added excuse, like, there's something in this game I don't like, let me add on, let me tack this on, or make it more extreme to make my opinion seem more appealing to myself and others. Whew. But yeah, the fireworks thing, I don't know. I hate those people now. I used to not care. You know, I grew up around, I got them on my hotbar, I don't know why I'm going in there. Yeah, we're going to go through this mulled wine quick. We are basically going to come out of this missing both thumbs. I grew up around rednecks. That was my family. That's probably why I'm so far detached from that kind of stuff, because, you know, most people don't grow up with, you know, the admiration of their parents. It's funny, the beer helmet has, like a resistance to fire, but I really wish it had a resistance to explosions, man. I'm missing my tanky helmet. I couldn't find anything for feet or chest wear to wear that made any... Are you gonna fucking push past me, bro? Rude as hell. I think in caves, we're going to have to primarily use a grenade launcher. That, Lamount, the tanker helmet right there. It's not the one I use, but it's definitely a beefcake. Oh, I was going to say, what's getting hurt down here? Did he die? Where'd the dog go? Oh, he's quick. Yeah, we're in too tight of corners for this. Speaking of tight corners, I saw someone pop in the Discord and say they wanted to complain about the over-enemy tuning. And I definitely noticed that, too, the last time I played this game. They did something with the spawn rates that is just... Oh, I was making sure I turned on the webcam. The camera? I thought maybe I forgot to turn it on for a second. I'm a forgetful Freddy or something. But they were, like, saying that they wanted to join the Discord just to complain about it. I saw the messages. I haven't had a chance to respond to them. I just saw the notification on my phone. I read through it real quick. I'm sorry. I know that's rude, but it's a busy-ass time right now. And, like, straight up, in an hour, when my wife and child wake up, we're going to her parents' house so my son can meet his great abuela. And I wish I knew the Spanish word for great, because, like, my wife is Hispanic. I am not. And, oh, shit balls. And, yeah, so, and I don't have, like, none of my family's in the picture, so all of his family is Hispanic, so I'm having to learn more Spanish. Obviously, getting in... I've been married to my wife for 6 years, so I've learned a healthy amount of Spanish in that time frame. In Arizona, I should have learned it a long time ago. For some reason, I was the knucklehead who took German in high school. I didn't even pay attention. I didn't want to learn a new language because I'm American, and doing new things is difficult. It's annoying. A life vest, that makes sense, kind of. But yeah, he's gonna meet his abuela, so that's gonna be nice. His great abuela. He already knows. My wife's mom wanted to go by Oma, which is the German word for grandmother, because they're like also German or something. I mean, it's this whole thing, man. But yeah, my kid is half Hispanic, half white, with a Polish last name. I'm not gonna dox myself right now, but his last name is so crazy. I was thinking, like, when he like tries to explain his ethnicity and background to, oh, this is a mess in here. They're real boss killer, this guy. Ethnicity and background to anybody, it's gonna be hella confusing with his last name, you know? Because if you've ever seen a Polish last name, they're weird, right? Z's, Q's, freaking everywhere they shouldn't be. That's how it works. Skis on there, almost exclusively some skis in there. But I'm proud of my Polish background, you know. Still got some Polacks living and breathing. A lot of my family came over, and I don't want to get into a huge history lesson, but, you know, I always just talk about whatever's on the top of my mind. Apparently you guys like that, and I don't mind just jumping from one thing to the next with my ADHD. In fact, my ADHD loves that, okay? It's very grateful that you guys like bullshitting with me. Somebody the other day commented, said it was like hanging out with a friend in Discord, and it's like, I never realized that would be the appeal, but I guess it makes sense. And with my name, my YouTube handle being the homie dot, it makes even more sense. And I was like, okay, that's cool. Somebody figured me out before I could figure myself out. You know, I just like talking. I've always been good at talking. I just love sulfur. Well, maybe I love talking as well. Is that weird to say? Probably. But no, yeah, my family came over to America to escape the Nazis in World War II, obviously. No, imagine I said 1985. No, like, yeah, so they all came over on the boats, and that's where that began. That's where the old bloodline started. I don't even know shit about my dad. You fucker. About my dad. I just know about my mom's shit. Anything could be going on over there. I don't talk to that fool. I don't know. That whole thing is weird. But we should talk about sulfur. Oh, yeah, so the tuned-up dude. Oh, my God. We're going to be just chewing through this mulled wine. I think the stout's heal, too. 15 health. It's not a good heal. We're working through it, man. We're not going to get any more wine, and especially sugar. Well, we'll get sugar before we get wine. We might see some wine from Chef once we get into town, but yeah, somebody was saying, and forgive me for not remembering your name. Like I said, I just saw the notification. I've been such a busy bee the last few days, just a buzzing busy bee, that I haven't had a chance to get myself acquainted with you, and I apologize. It's just forgetfulness. I was playing a game on my phone that was like, you ever like play a mobile game so much, like that you're playing it and you're like checking in every couple hours, and then it gets to the point where like, I need to uninstall this. I literally had to uninstall this game. It's called BeatStar. It's like a mobile rhythm game, and I was like, I can't do this anymore, dude. It's like every time I take a shit, I've got to play fucking BeatStar. This is stupid. So I uninstalled it. I was like, this is, you know, they just want me on there to watch their fucking ads, and I'm not trying to do that, dude. It's not entertaining enough for me to want to do that and have to wait for my energy build up. Like, I love mobile games. I do. I might not seem like the type, but I'm a big mobile game enjoyer. As a fucking dad, mobile games is what I get to play when, you know, he's playing by himself. I can't just lug my big-ass computer into the living room like a crackhead. Like a crackhead moving a couch behind a fucking Denny's. I can't do that. So, yeah, I play a shit ton of mobile games. Arguably too much. And, yeah, I hate the predatory ones like that are like, watch 10,000 ads today and you could play for an extra hour. It's like, fuck you, dude. Especially when games like Pokemon TCG Pocket, which I've been talking the shit up out of that, you could play unlimited. There's no energy bar or nothing. When you play something like that, you're like, damn, I really don't need these other games. But yeah, that was taking up more time than I'd like to admit. And I was like, this could be time spent talking to the community, looking up sulfur stuff, brainstorming. Instead, I'm playing some stupid-ass Justin Bieber song that I don't even like. I'm more of a hip-hop, punk kind of guy. I don't emo, too. I don't really listen to fucking Bieber, man. No offense to my Bieber heads out there, the beliebers, but it just was like I'm like suffering for this game. Like, why? I ain't Jesus and I don't care this much. Okay, we almost have enough room for the Bronco, which is really annoying because I don't want to warp back if I don't need to. What are we gonna do? We gotta let's ditch a liquor. I don't care for the liquor. It's dumb compared to the stout. Do I have anywhere to put this? Okay, just put this right here. And then we'll move that down. That bothers the hell out of me, but I want a backup gun because who knows if our durability is going to hold up. So we're going to bring in the old rocket launcher. I'd love to see how much shotgun ammo we're really going to burn through. But yeah, they were saying that they hated the tuned-up enemies as well. And the last time I played, and this was the longest roundabout ever to get back to this subject. If you even remember that we were talking about this, you're a goat. But that's just kind of how my brain works. It's like, time to bring that up again. Do I have another mulled wine? Just one more? Just one more to slip in there would feel real good. No, I don't have a singular mulled wine. I hate myself. I do. I do. It's what I do is hate myself. I mean, I could. No, it's silly. I'll just wait. I'm going to get hit by something. Probably my own guns. But I can't even use that Bronco till we clear up more space. But yeah, the last time we played, it was like town and sewers were, the enemies were so, I don't know if they increased the spawn rate or just like the packaging of them, where like twice as many will spawn in one area compared. And yeah, it's pretty crazy. I don't know if it was intentional, if it's a bug or not, but one of those town missions, we probably killed 50 or 60 people in one area. And to me, that's like, that ain't right. That can't be right. That's too much. At that point, like, I either have to be running my most overpowered guns and I can't be goofing off with funny stuff, or I face defeat every time, because you can't take on 50 people with the Bronco unless it's got a rocket launcher on it, you know? Fireworks. Fireworks. Oh my god, you little shit. Popping out like that. It's just, it's very strange. I don't mind it if it was based on difficulty. Now, I've mentioned I would love to talk about difficulties in this game, and I will. Like, there's... Like, I'm glad I got you here, because we got a lot we have to discuss. I know at one point I was posting 2-3 times a day even. Maybe not 3 times, but sometimes 1 to 2 a day. At least every day. And then that slowed down pretty significantly when I started taking on heftier projects for the game, which I really loved. But then one of the videos took me, admittedly, 25, 30 hours to do. And I was like, dude, I just don't have the time for this. Like, I was probably sleeping, a couple hours a night for that. And I was like, this is, with a baby. He's 9 months old. At the time, he was probably like 7 or 8 months old. And I was like, this is just, it's not possible. I'm falling asleep, eating dinner like I'm the baby. Like I'm the big baby. And I am the big baby. Don't get me wrong. I am the big baby. If you've ever watched my other channel, you've seen me rage at games. And you've seen how much of a baby. You've probably seen me rage at this game like a baby. Like the crash out video with the glitches. There's definitely being a baby there. I can admit when I've been a baby. And I think that's something everyone should learn how to do. It's important. Everybody has their bad days. I think it's disgusting to try to pretend like you don't. I think that's the scary people in life. That's the Homelanders in life. And I love The Boys. I'm not going to lie. Everyone loves The Boys, right? There's some mixed feelings on the last season. I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was funny, at the very least. Some of the stuff was weird. I don't want to get into that. That's a whole can of worms. Most of the shit is a whole can of fucking worms, isn't it? Everything's got some baggage behind it nowadays. I sound like a fucking boomer. Okay, the mines are still broken. That's fun. What happens if I shoot them? Oh, they do explode. So those are like friendly mines. We had the humans come through and sweep those mines. I wonder why they're not working. If it's just an accidental thing, or if they purposely turn them off in town. Because they're not even making the noise or anything. Oh, hey, buddy. Boom! That's overkill. But yeah, I think what I was going to say was, if the enemy rates can be changed to the point where some levels are just, either teleport back or bring stronger guns. Now, luckily, it's a New Year's run, so our guns are freaking OP. boomy explosion guns are always going to treat you right. We're pretty much one-tapping anything we come into, which is nice, but that's not always the most fun way to play. I think, to me, the most enjoyable guns to use in this game that I think give me a lot of satisfaction are like crit guns. Crits are weird right now. They don't seem to work as much as they should be, but like, when we made the silenced weapons, I really like both of those. I like running around, farting around with those. Those feel really rewarding to hit like a headshot and kill somebody. But if I have 50 people coming at me, those guns aren't going to be enough. I need the OP weapons, the charm gun, the probably 2 or 3 charm guns, or a charm gun, and a bunch of durability kits, because those take forever to proc. And then, or like a store. Hey, look at that. We can drink a mulled wine. Boom. We can have water. It's good to hydrate. We're going to get wasted. I wonder if they're ever going to add a drunk effect to this game. It's a silly enough game to where a drunk effect would work really well. But yeah, I think difficulty options are a good idea. And what I was going to segue into is saying I do plan to get back on track. The holiday season is really hard. And, even the dev said that it's hard to get stuff going because, yeah, you're running around, you're looking for extra work to be able to afford to do things, and just, like today, I wanted to do another video for the other channel, and I still might. I got a key for a firework simulator game, which is ironic because at the beginning of this, I was saying I hate people that launch fireworks all night, scare my dogs half to death, and keep my child awake. Yeah, I do hate those people, but virtually, they're awesome. Oh my god. And I still might do it, but it's going to be like later at night, and I'm going to be like a lousy, sloppy mess, although I'm not drinking. I feel like it's irresponsible to drink too much with a 9-month-old. I'll probably have some soju, which, now that I think about it, every time I have soju, I always drink so much because it's so easy to drink that shit that I don't even realize I'm fucking drunk. Like, it really is. Like, you could feel yourself getting there when you drink beer or wine, but soju, it's just like you're sitting down, you drank half or the whole bottle, and then you stand up and you're like, oh yeah, I'm buzzed hard, and I've been drinking for 1 hour and I need to drink more or I go to sleep. It's a predicament, and I'm like a heavyweight when it comes to drinking. I like to think. There goes my thing again. It won't shut up. I used to be a lot better at drinking. If it was a skill, I had a high skill ceiling, or I hit the high skill ceiling back in like high school and onward for a while there. But then I stopped because it's expensive. I still enjoy it. First game of the year, football, gotta have a beer. Not in the morning. I had a buddy that would drink beer in the morning for morning games. I'm just like, dude, what a way to make the rest of your day feel fucking sluggish and lousy. I hated it. Like, I love beer, and I do enjoy being buzzed. I don't like being, like, super drunk. Okay, hold on. Get away from me. Nobody likes that, Oh, shit. You like everything up to that point, You start to feel pretty good. But it's when you hit the peak, the brownout moment, where you're almost blacking out, is where it gets to, like, just kind of depressing, and you're just like, oh, God, I feel lousy. I'm going to drink a stout here. We're going to have a nice stout, because this is Town 4, so this is where the peak of enemy count is going to happen. And here they come. Oh, a bottle of water. May have that. Thank you. Oh, hey, buddy. I'm still reloading. May break out the Branco. I don't know why I'm speaking like I'm in Wisconsin right now. Oh, shit. There you go. I love the blood when you add multiple bullets and bounce that can happen. The blood is amazing. Boom. What happened there? Those bullets were just like bouncing up and down. This is too easy. Give me my Bronco. Some pancakes. That might be good for after the run. Might be a good little snack for when we're done with this New Year's run. But yeah, I definitely want to start doing more, like the guides and everything. I started on the town one, and the guides specifically to areas are really tough because I have to, like, Do you have mulled wine? I'm going to need it. Do you have it? You have wine. I'll take the wine. And you have sugar. Hold on. This is doable. Hold on, sweet pea. Let me just do that for now. Okay. You're helping out a lot. You're saving the run, buddy. Look at you go. A real gent, this one. You had a bottle of water, too, huh? I get 2. Let me drink those. Sorry for the slowdown. Okay, thanks, bud. Appreciate you. I knew Chef would come up clutch here if we ever see him again. Chef and Ralphie, because we are going to run out of weapon durability at some point. What are you guys doing in here? You're launching off illegal fireworks, huh? This is a Phoenix PD, bitch. That's right. That's what they should be. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. Let me fire a couple up. Maybe I should use it. No, the firework gun won't come back down. They just, like, go up into the ether. I do wish the bullets would come back down, but they don't. They just disappear. But yeah, like, videos where I'm talking ad nauseum about a subject, those are a lot easier to do. Because, like, yeah, I have to edit them. Sometimes I edit them quite a bit and cut out the ums, ahs, and ands. But sometimes I just throw on the music in the background if I find myself talking without having to repeat myself too much, which can happen occasionally if I get more than a few hours of sleep. Those are a little bit easier to make. So, like, rants and subject stuff, those are more doable. But it's the guides, man. I sat down and I started writing down my town notes, and I was like, this I could feel is going to turn into another 25-minute or 25-hour excursion. And of course, I want to do that, but as a stay-at-home dad, I have a lot of responsibilities, and it can be tough. But I do my best, and I will get back on those guides. I had a lot of, like, regardless of, I see you back there, bitch ass. Regardless of the difficulties of making those videos, it was really nice when I put out the Caves Guide. It felt great. I was like, yeah, this is a good video. I did a good job. You know? Not to toot my own horn, but I was like, this is a good job. I was proud of it. And then it's like, I want that again. I like, you know, people taking what I've learned and then applying it themselves, I think is really good. Because this can be a difficult game. I heard you back there. You mutt. Not when you use 2 firework guns, but when you're not doing that, when you're running through it for the first time, it's really difficult. It's nice. And even if you're not using it for to learn stuff, maybe you already know all that stuff, and that's totally fine. There's going to be people that pick that up really quickly. Like, sometimes it's nice to just hear somebody talk about the inner workings of the game because you love it so much. And I do that all the time. Like, I'll watch a movie, and then the first thing I do is I go watch the Dead Meat kill count for it because I'm like, dude, I love that movie. I want to hear more about it. Even if it's stuff I already saw. I just want to hear somebody appreciate the same things that I do. And that's the beauty of YouTube. Dude, you should not be flying. You are not Superman. Jesus, man. Didn't you listen to Aunt May, bro? Come on. Oh, hey, buddy. Ow. I don't know why I keep doing that. It's as if I'm trying to kill myself. I'm at least losing a lot of durability doing that. Ralphie's back there, but I don't like backtracking. All right, we're on the clock right now. A denim jacket? Is that like New Year's party material? I think so. They should be a New Year's hat or something. Oh my god, what was that? Dude, that dog came out of fucking nowhere. Holy smokes. Hold on. I was just gonna readjust the mic too. I'm a fidgeter. I'm a big fidgeter. My psychiatrist noticed it immediately. He's like, he was when I first met him a long time ago. And he was trying to diagnose me. He was like, asking me the stuff for ADHD as I was fidgeting. And he was like, I don't even need to ask you that question. I was like, yeah, I can't fucking stop. I hate it. I hate it. I also hate that this guy is still ticking. That bug is new and weird. What's that? What do you got? What are you hiding in here? Huh? Chickens? Phoenix PD. Bitch. Where are you going? Shove a firecracker up your ass, Junior. Whoa, why is that up there? That was weird. Kind of weirded me out, man. Okay, here we go. We'll use the firework gun on these guys to see if we can't kill them all before the curtain opens. This might be the first gun I've made that could be very doable. But yeah, we'll have a conversation about difficulty. That might be the next conversation I want to do. Unless there's something else more pressing that you think I should talk about, then let me know. Those are coming back and actually hurting me really badly. Oh, we were only able to kill 2, but if you kill them before the curtain comes up, the curtain don't come up. There's nothing to announce that they're here, man. Feels really weird to dodge the robot soul capsule, but obviously I'm doing this on an alternate save, because, like, why wouldn't I? It's such a weird loadout and shit. You think I'm going to delete all my power bars and shit for the fart of it? No. No, sir. Not after everything, all this bad stuff keeps happening. These guns are going to be a fucking mess in sewers. I can feel that. But we do get a free heal going in. That'll be nice. Oh, the Pope hat. What the fart was I going to say, dude? Oh, yeah. So, as far as enemy tuning, I definitely believe that belongs in a conversation about balancing. Now, some people might not see the enemy tuning as an issue. They're so cracked that it doesn't bother them at all. Let's swap out the AR, because I have dog tags. So let's make it a little bit of a challenge using the rocket pistol. Now, this is not necessarily a firework gun, but it is American as hell, baby. Okay. I mean, other places celebrate the New Year too, you know, but they also got the Lunar New Year and shit. I wonder what the next, like, holiday update we're going to get. I thought we'd get something small for New Year's, but they're probably busy. I also don't know how much... I don't know how much the Swedes care about... How do you keep surviving that? This gun is butt cheeks, man. Bronco is fucking awful. I hate it. I don't know how much they give a shit about New Year's. I really don't know much about the Swedes. I know that lingonberries are a thing, and that they're good. I know that. I know that much. Wow, nothing's really taken too much of damage. I should have brought a bunch of air dusters, like, you know, those freaks that I am about to kill myself. Why did I jump down on them? Speaking of freak, huh? This is bad. I put myself in a fucking predicament here. I gotta use a real gun, dude. I gotta use a real gun. Sorry to my Broncos lovers out there. But it's just so bad no matter what you do to it. Now, granted, rocket launcher is one of the most underwhelming perks in the game. I think they could buff the speed of that dramatically. And I don't think most people are going to complain. I need to be smarter here, though. We need to pop some shots or something. Because these guys got auto aim. But yeah, I think enemy tuning and making it so every run's going to have an area with 50 to 60 people in an enclosed space should definitely be reserved for a higher difficulty, a nightmare difficulty or something. Or expert. I don't know what levels they would do. We haven't had the conversation. And you're probably thinking, just have it now, bozo. And you're right. But, I don't know. How often do we get content for this game? Not often. I thought I jumped off a cliff or something, dude. So, yeah. I mean, in order to make content, I have to have it ready. So we have to talk about what we want to see next year from this game. We definitely haven't seen enough, you know. You ain't seen the last of them yet. I want to see, was it, damn, I forgot, I think it's Deep Woods. That doesn't sound right, but I think it is right. I want to see Deep Woods before March. Not like March 1st, but before March. I think that would be a really smart play. I think that would be a good way to get people's good graces. Not that they've lost any good graces, but if you want to, you know, in early access, it's not a matter of finding ways to keep them on your side. You should just have those things. Like, how do I put it? Like, you should always have the intentions of making the game better at every churn. And obviously, a big content update like that's gonna make a lot of people happy, and that's what you got to do right now. You know, people dished out a lot of money to buy this game. People are buying plushies and shit for it, so they love it. So I'd like a... Jesus, man. How are we... Are we only in... We're only in Sewers 1, and the amount of people that we fought is fucking ludicrous, dude. Like, it's definitely the tuning for... Oh, my God. Hide behind walls and shit like fucking pussies. Where's my goddamn grenade launcher? Okay, we used the stupid thing. Back to the fireworks guns. These guys are hiding around in too many corners, man. I need to see the chef. We only have goddamn 8 mulled wines left. That's our only, like, real heal. Everything else is pretty much a joke. Bottled water. Give me, like, 10 health. Come on, dude. Could have done mineral water. I don't know how much better that is. But, you know, again, we're not going to see a lot of wine until we get to the dungeon. Ooh. That makes sense for New Year's, probably. Yeah, no, definitely. Just had to take a trip down memory lane. And yes, it does make sense. Oh, all the used rubbers I've chewed on. Oh, my God. But, like, I think that's the most... I think this year is going to be the most important year for Sulfur. And I know they said they want to go 10 years, but, you know, they've got a lot of decisions that they need to make right now as far as, like, how the future of this game will go and how they not only get more people, but they get the people they currently have playing it and loving it. You know, not shilling, but close to it, right? You need people to be sucking the dick a little bit because it's early access. You know, you made a promise to turn this game into more than what it is, and that's quite the challenge because you probably could have got away with releasing this thing and not calling it early access. I think there was already a healthy amount of content, especially for a roguelite. A lot of roguelites don't have too many different levels and everything. You know, the best ones have a lot of variety, but it's not always necessary. There's already a lot to this game. It could take an hour for one run, and much more than that if you don't have, like, OP guns. If it's, like, a fresh run, it could take a lot more than that. So they didn't even have to call this thing early access. I'm wondering if the enemy tuning isn't any different, and we all just took a break or something. And didn't, you know, we don't do enough, like, full runs. But I do think it has been feeling a bit more extreme. I backed up wrong there. It was all wrong. Bombard. Bombard. I'm aiming a little up. Might be overkill aiming up like that. I don't know. Give me that water. Okay, let's see if we can get the hookup once again. Please have my wine, dear sir. You have my wine. Do you have my sugar? Does he always... I think he might always just have these things. Thank you. My savior. You want a condom? I'll eat it. Or I can't even eat it. What's the... Yeah, you're getting a condom for me, pal. Enjoy. Every time I get to use a condom, I get to give it to the one I love most. And right now, he might be the reason we make it through this thing. I don't know. We might have enough to make it all the way through Castle as long as we don't pull out the fucking Bronco again. I don't know why I can't give that thing up. I can't quit it. I want it to be great. And, you know, we made the Mario into a beast. Our one-shot usage Mario is freaking awesome. But no matter what I do to that Bronco, it's so underwhelming. It's just never going to be that great, man. And I know there's some Bronco stands out there. I'm sorry. The gun sucks. I would, you know, you want to see me rage, make me do a run where I use the worst guns in the game. And in my opinion, the Bronco and the Mario are the worst guns. Now, you're stacking them up against a bunch of stuff. Like, I would rather use the Dirk. I would. I think if you're good at aiming and mobility, the Dirk is fine. It's exactly mid, in my opinion. Now, some people might argue that. They'd rather have a gun where they could miss a few shots, but then the one they hit is going to kill. Like, the Mario is a good example of that. If it's consistent, which it's not. Oops. Oh, my God. I walked into him. Excuse you. There's a lot of dudes in here. But yeah, and of course that's all preference, I think, sort of. But it does boil down to a little bit of science, right? And I know not everybody believes, or believes, you gotta believe in my gun ranking. You just have to believe and it will work. No, not everybody agrees with my gun ranking. And from the beginning, I've said there's never been a ranking in the history of anything being, you know, put against each other that everyone has. No, he doesn't have the wine. Why are you? No, there it is. I'm blind. This is not how humans work. We're built to see things our own way, even if there is science behind it. Some people believe the Earth is. Why are you doing that? I can't turn that. I don't know what's doing that, and I can't get it to stop. Some people believe the Earth is flat. Not saying that people that don't agree with my gun ranking are flat earthers, but they're pretty fucking close. No, I'm just kidding. But, like, I do think fundamentally some guns are much weaker than other guns. Whether you like them or not is totally different. And whether, you know, I think everything can be usable if you make it usable. That's the nice thing about the gun system in this game. And the gun building, I am about to get shot in the face. I just want to see what you had. Oh, you got kidneys, huh? Excuse me. Bitch. But I don't find, even if I build the Bronco, I'm sure there's some things I haven't tried that would work. But everything I've done so far is very lackluster, and it hurts. And I stand by my ranking of that gun. Now, the Mario, again, the one-shot Mario we made for Thanksgiving, magnifique. I love that thing. I take that thing out all the time. It's so much fun to just... the feel of it, that's the thing. The Bronco never feels fun. And it's always going to stay at my... it's going to be on my shit list until the dawn of time. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Broncos stands. If there's anyone out there that's their favorite gun, I am so sorry. I hurt your widow feelings, and, you know, stay up, homie. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know what else to say other than, like, yeah, just give more content right now. I think with every patch that they add stuff, change stuff, fix stuff, there's going to be bugs. In game design, there's a saying, you fix one bug, you create 3 more. That's just how it works. It will always be like that. There's no such thing as a bugless game. It doesn't exist. It's literally, I mean, Mario had bugs. Pong had bugs. You know, that's just how it is. So, I think right now we're in a pretty stable spot. I really like the performance update. And optimization performance, those were the biggest issues that we had. I, for one, am a big truther of that update. I love it. It's my stance against Flat Earth. And, yeah, I think right now the biggest focus, hopefully, is content. I would love to see because, like, the way this game works is you could just put in new items, like every couple weeks, every 2 weeks. There's no reason to not just have a little mini update with 3 or 4 new items. No one would complain. And only crazy people would be like, this is taking away from the bigger stuff. Only the Reagans are going to say that. No, it's more of a Nixon. Why did I say Reagan? Wasn't even a good one at either one of those, but... yeah, only crazy people would be like, stop doing that. I think what they should do is, like, little mini patches every 2 weeks with a handful of new stuff, whether it's new loot. You could do mini area. The way the game works, you could do, like, a little mini area. I gotta chill it on the mulled wine, man. That's my saving grace. That's my bottle rocket. Are you gonna jump up? Okay. Had to find out, had to make sure. I know you're down there. Dude, if I just use this thing, I think it's so good. Some gum for when your breath be stankin' of whiskey. This is the first year I'm not gonna drink whiskey with my father-in-law. Every year we end up drinking a bottle of Jack Daniels. I'm not a big whiskey guy at all. I like the peanut butter stuff. That stuff's pretty good. But I don't know what it is on New Year's. That's when I turn it on. I'm like super into whiskey. This will be the first year where I know I'm going to go over there tonight, not be drinking, leave by 7 p.m. because my kid's got to be to sleep at a certain time. And he's gonna ask me to drink some of that whiskey. And I won't do it because I'm going to be driving. But the temptation will be strong. It will be strong. He's going to have it. He always does. Whew. Pray for me, folks. I'm sweating, man. I'm hoping. But yeah, so every couple weeks, how much time we got? Okay, I won't tell you. No spoilers. Every couple weeks, we get like an update with a handful of items. Maybe shoot for double digits. Just some new loot in the pool. That would be really interesting. And then like a bigger update every month. You know, or every 2 months. We're in early access, man. They're not, to my knowledge, they're not working on any other games. It's just this game. And the contract you sign with early access in a single player environment without microtransactions is saying, like, you know, you paid. That's why you're paying such a lump sum. $20 might seem like a lot, but you're investing in the future of the game. And I've got no qualms with it as long as they prove that they love giving us content. But that's what you're doing. You're agreeing to just, you know, get the money first and then promise the content after, or else you risk a giant controversy. Like if we don't hear from them for 6 months and then we finally get something, yeah, that's going to be controversial. That's a really bad play. I don't think they would do that. They seem like sweethearts that really care about their game. And they, you know, that's what's going to do it. That's how you prove us all right. I think most people are optimistic about the future of this game. I don't think anybody thinks any negative things will come out of it. But you never know, man. I've had some games that I absolutely adored that I thought would hold the test of time, and they're completely gone now. Battleborn was one of my favorite games of all time, and it's just gone. There are ways to play the single player mode for it. I didn't care for the single player mode for it. So I'm not going to do that, but you can. There's there's a Reddit or a Discord server that can get you hooked up. If you're a Battleborn head, if you're one of the 13 people on the planet that love Battleborn, you can play it. Oh, liquor. Garbage. Oh, garbage. Like, I can't do anything. What's fucking charisma? Who cares, man? I got buckets of money. I don't need that shit. Uh-oh. You're a beefcake. You didn't tell me you were a beefcake, big guy. There you go. There you go. Okay, I didn't think you'd be here. Shithead. Words. You know, putting them together, making a sentence. That comes out of your mouth. That's how you start conversation. You know what I'm saying? Oh, good times. What the hell was I talking about? Coffee would make sense for this run for the morning after. I'm all out of it, dude. I've completely spaced. It's like one thing happens in this game and I'm taking out. Free mulled wine. Let's go. That's fucking value, dude. You killed your buddy. You killed your fucking dog, bro. But yeah, I mean, I guess I feel obligated to say, like, stay safe. You know. I think I've already said that, but I'll say it again. This is a crazy-ass time of the year. Like, I literally... I don't know if I mentioned this at all on this channel or the other channel, where I was driving the other night. This was 3 nights ago. I had to go get water. It was 9:30. I already didn't want to be out there. I had to get water. I went to the Circle K first to buy some stuff before I went to get the water. And outside of the Circle K, there was just this person. I mean, I don't live... You know, I'm not trying to dox myself. I don't live in the nicest, you know, area. I'm not a rich person or anything. I live in a decent area, safe enough area for my child and my wife and everything. Not too scary, but, you know, gas stations in a metropolitan city are... anything could be going on there. You know what I'm saying? It's a free-for-all. And there was like a person, I don't know what they were doing, what was up with them, but they were sitting outside of the Circle K, and they were, like, talking to themselves. They were very clearly, if not homeless, just dirty, I don't like to make assumptions about anybody, but they weren't the cleanest individual, and they were just, like, mumbling shit to themselves, and they sounded like they were in, like, a Mission Impossible movie or something. They were like, I'm moving in, their agents are in place, like, I shit you not, like, saying it out loud, stuff like that, like, gonna set the laser beams to kill or some shit, and I was just like, I had to walk past it. They were standing in front of the door, so that's I'm setting the mood for how I was feeling that night. Like, that freaked me out. I had to go past them twice, and then the people inside the Circle K did not give a shit. Circle K is a gas station, by the way, if you're unaware, if you're in a place that doesn't have those. If you're in America, Circle K's are fucking everywhere, but they were just, I don't know if they're in other countries. I have no idea. I don't know enough about other countries, and that does make me feel bad. I should know more. It's called being cultured, to which I am not. I know a lot about Korea, because I love Korean everything, food, TV, not so much the music. Some of it is all right. If I'm going for music in Asian countries, I like Japanese punk a lot. Some really good Japanese punk bands out there. But, like Dustbox is dope. That's probably my favorite. I don't know if they're still doing stuff, though. It's kind of an older one. They were old when I found them, but, I'm not from Japan, nor have I ever been there, nor do I speak any of the language. But that doesn't mean I can't appreciate the fine arts. Oh, my God. Oh, fuck. Dude, what's going on? We are in a really... This guy's blocking our ass cheeks, bro. That was really dangerous. Should I just stop looting? Because, goddamn, I almost just lost the run already. You would have called it scripted. What the fuck was I talking about now? Going on about Japanese punk, dude. Oh, that doesn't tell you how the brain works. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, this person was, like, sitting out front talking about being a secret agent to themselves at full volume while I walked past them. I thought I was going to get fucking... Like, to me, I'm like, if there's something wrong mentally there, are they going to fucking stop me from getting in my car and try to fucking... eliminate the threat? I don't know. It's a weird thing to hear somebody talking about when you're the only person in the parking lot walking in the store at 9:30 p.m. Like, I won't lie. I was mugged once. It was a long time ago. I was mugged walking back from a party. I was drunk, and it was in my buddy's neighborhood, and that neighborhood was really unsavory. The buddy lived in a trailer park, and the neighborhood around it was really bad. And I had been drinking a lot, and I wanted to walk back to my apartment alone. These guys approached me, put a gun in my face. I was so drunk I couldn't even, like, think. So they hit me with a gun a few times. And then, but, like, I was really out of it. I was really hammered. So, like, that didn't really stop me, And, eventually, I figured out what they were doing, and then they just took, like, everything but my keys. I had the luckiest run-in. My wife and I have these Bulbasaur, the Pokemon, keychains that are, like, they're huge. So getting them out of your pocket takes, like, you just, like, rip them out. I don't have it on me anymore. But that thing saved my house keys, man, because they couldn't get out of my pocket. And like I said, they tried to knock me out, but it didn't work, because I was just so out of it, man. Some of it's a blur, to be honest. And they just said, fuck it, and ran off with everything but my keys. They took everything else on me. And, yeah, without that, I don't know how I would have got inside that night. So that was, like, crazy. I would probably have to break a window, which I would have because I had been drinking. It's not the reason I don't drink as much anymore. I just, too expensive, But, so that's why I'm, like, nervous around situations like that. People I don't trust. A big old pizza would make sense for New Year's Eve, huh? Well, what we found on the run? Let's take it. That makes sense to me. We don't have to cut it up, though. We could just eat it and get all slow. We could cut it up. Let's treat ourselves a little bit. We're having fun. But, yeah, that sets the mood. So then I go to get the water, which is, like, it's a few miles away. We fill up our own water bottles. What the hell was that? Are they spawned behind the door? What the Ow. I don't know what I was thinking there. That's weird. I've never seen that. Good seed. Good seed. Oh, yeah. So I go to get the water. And by the time I get to the other place and fill it up and everything, I'm heading back. and there is, I don't know, there's a street a miles away from where I live, and there's a drive-through liquor store there. And I'm going down the road, minding my own, going the speed limit, and some dude comes ripping ass outside of the drive-through liquor mart. At this point, it's already past 10 p.m., and he fucking takes his really wide churn, basically churn out of this liquor mart going like 35. You can just tell he's fucking drunk, you know? The situation just made sense for this guy to be fucking drunk. And I'm like, oh, great, because he takes his really wide churn and takes the same ride I do. And in that situation, I like to go slower and just kind of like stay away from psychopaths like that. You know, drinking and driving is crazy. Don't do it. What's the fucking point, dude? You got Ubers and shit. Like, what do you got to do that for? And then this dude fucking, I shit you not, like, I had a bit of distance, probably like 6 or 7 cars behind him, because I'm really cautious of that. He's going like 60 in a 35, and then some other person, you know, this is just a 35. They took a really quick right turn at a light, and just the red truck just rams right into this fucking dude. And it was crazy because the guy fishtailed, and then the truck, I thought he pulled into an alleyway, but then the next morning, the wife and I are going to get some food, and we happen to drive past the place again. And I was explaining to her what happened, and I was like, yeah, he drove into this alleyway, lucky guy. And then we see he just completely obliterated somebody's wall. He crashed into a fucking wall that I thought was an alleyway. It was hilarious to look back and be like, man, I don't like rubbernecking where, you know, you like stick around and look at the accident. I don't like that shit. So I just I got out of there. You know, a couple people around me did. I was like, just fucking go, man. I know you're supposed to check to see if they're okay, but to me, it's like if they're drinking and driving, they're not going to be very cooperative if I try to talk to them. We got a fire station, like somewhere, you know. It was near a residential area. There's got to be one. And I was right. Somebody did show up. I saw my Citizen app that there was people on the way and shit, so. Like, I felt, part of me feels bad, like, just leaving, but it's like, what if that guy's on his third strike, I make him call the police and he fucking knocks me out, like, fucking stabs me because he's, like, doesn't want to go back to jail. I'm not taking that risk. I'll let the jerk off in the other car wasn't paying attention to the guy going 60 down the road do it, you know? I'd call the police if I didn't hear sirens on the way out of there, which I did, thankfully. It's a tough line to walk, you know? You gotta be smart. You gotta pick your battles. I got a wife and kid. I'm not gonna get in a fight with some drunk crackhead. But yeah, that's why I say be safe, man. Because you never know. I fucking hate driving at night in the city, dude. Because it could be a goddamn Tuesday and people are ripping out of that damn liquor store. I sound like an old man yelling at the clouds right now, but drunk drivers are fucking morons, man. No one's arguing that. There's few things in life that can't be argued. Drunk drivers are idiots. People that do things to children in bad, you know what I'm saying. I don't want to get to specifics about that. Are worse than murderers and all this other stuff. Those are the things we all agree on, you know. So it's just like really a cold take to say fuck drunk driving, but one that I live by. You know, I don't even, some people are like, I'll just drink a beer, you know, I'll be under the legal limit or whatever. It's like, no, fuck that, dude. I'll drink a beer at home. It's cheaper to drink a beer at home, and then I can drink 3 more right after, you know what I'm saying? That's the positive there. Why did I switch guns? How did he one-tap me? I had half health. What just happened? He one-tapped me at half health? I switched guns like a fucking bot, dude. To be honest, though, you might be able to hear it. My kid woke up, so not all is lost. But why did he one-tap me? I had full armor. I get that he was a big enemy, but jeez. Big enemy on a scooter, one-tap? With full armor? Half health? I switched guns like a bot. I should have done that. I even said, why did I switch guns? But they're awake. It's New Year's. I'm not going to let it get the best. I'm not going to let it get the best of me. This is like, I think the last like 3 videos we've done, I fucking died doing something stupid. And there was no reason to switch guns there. That's what got me killed. But That's a bit OP, though, to have full armor, half health. I should be able to take that hit from any enemy. Like, that was weird. Unless I had less health than I thought I did. I don't know. Oh, there goes the timer. There goes the spoiler alert. But regardless, I don't let this shit stick to me. I don't care if I die. It's a video game. I'm just going to go punch the bathroom mirror a few times. It's still holding up, so I'll get that out of me, and then I'll be fine. But Happy New Year's. I'm sorry if the last conversation was a bit bleak, but I don't know. Like I said, if you're new here, or if you're not, you probably could have figured out that I let my mind walk. You know, it's like when a real good bass player just walks that thing. Just let it ride. Keep going. And you start at Sulfur and you can end up anywhere, man. From Sulfur to drunk driving. Jeez Louise. But it is New Year's, so just be careful. If you're going to light fireworks off, don't do it in a residential area. It's not worth the risk to people with PTSD, to babies, to dogs. If you've ever had a dog, they hate it, and that sucks. So if you want to go fire off a bunch of crazy fireworks, do it in an area where that's, one, illegal, and two, there's not going to be anybody around that doesn't want to hear it. You know, you can still enjoy your light show, but you don't have to do it at the end of your garage with your belly sticking out of your tank top, all right? You don't have to do that. You can go do it somewhere where everyone in the vicinity will appreciate it, at least in my opinion. Now, I know there's going to be people that disagree with that say, don't be anti-New Year's. You know, this isn't Christmas. Everybody celebrates New Year's. Appreciate the fireworks. I wish I could be like that, but I've had dogs my entire life, and they've always hated it. And I've always treated my animals as if they were my babies, and I hate to see them scared. It actually gets me a little choked up. I hate it because, like, they shouldn't feel that way, you know, and dogs can't do anything about it. If dogs did something about it, there'd be subreddit groups calling for all dogs to be murdered. And it's like, we don't need that. We don't need more hate groups on Reddit. There's too many of them as there is. But yeah, for me, I just hope you're courteous. You know, there's plenty of fireworks you can do on the ground too that are cool, that don't break people's windows with the sound. But otherwise, enjoy your alcohol. I'll probably have some soju, relax. I don't know what else. Go to bed at 9:30. I don't know, man. I barely get any sleep, so whenever I can fall asleep, we take it, man. That's that dad life, dude. That's that dad life. Oh my God! For a second there, I looked down and I didn't see the recording light blinking, and I thought, did I forget to set? Did I forget to click it? Because, like, I'm always afraid of that. That's like the OCD in me. Is like, did I fucking forget? I check like 100 times. If you watch me, I'm constantly checking things because I always think, like, you idiot, you're just talking to yourself right now for no reason, like a fucking buffoon. But no, most importantly, have fun tonight. Happy New Year's. If you have resolutions, let me know what they are. I personally don't have any resolutions. The only thing I could say is I'm just focused on being a good dad. And it's probably going to be the same way for the rest of my life. There's a weird thing when you have a kid where everything stops being about you. And maybe that'll change, but, like, it's still fresh for me. He's only 9 months old. And all I'm focused on is making sure he's healthy, having fun. And that's what makes me feel good. So it's not really a resolution because I've been doing that, or else he wouldn't be healthy and having fun. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't have any. Like, I can't even be like, oh, I want to make 500 videos this year. Like, I can't even do that shit because it's like, I'm just so hyper-focused on that. As far as, like, YouTube goes, I guess a resolution would be to stay consistent, uploading and hanging out with you guys, or just having fun with whatever we're doing. If that's a resolution, so be it. But what are your resolutions? What do you want out of this new year? What's the ambitions? What do you want? What do you want from Sulfur? Because we have a whole year ahead of us now to see what we can get out of Sulfur from 1 year. We look today. What is the game going to look like 1 year from today? Going into 2026, what will this game look like? Is very exciting thought to think of. It should be drastically different if we're getting a good value out of our early access here. It might not even be in early access. Who knows how long it's going to take them to hit that roadmap. But I got to go. You guys have a good one. Try not to get one-tapped by giant scooter boys. You know, you never know when they're coming. They're gonna hit hard. So happy New Year's, y'all.